Right, well, the oyster catcher. Noisy, they make your ears like pulsate. So, good morning all. And today we're going to be going down to just down the road. What we're going to be doing is we're taking some crab wheels with us, or like drop nets, baited drop nets, and going to be we're just giving it a go for crabs really. Used to do this as a child quite a lot. It's a good way of getting, well, the spider crabs from the shore. It's been windy all week, and I mean it's just non-stop, and it's coming straight in from the west. And when it comes from the west, it's bad because that's straight in on my boat, and it also is, that's the side that faces the Atlantic, so you get the Atlantic swell, and it's pretty horrendous down there. So we haven't been able to get out at all because I don't know what's going on this year, but this year seems to just be a disaster when it comes to the weather. And probably now, if you're watching this, either right now or yesterday, we probably had 50 odd mile-an-hour winds because they're giving another big storm coming in. So it's relentless, and like I said in the last video, we're almost heading into June. Anyway, let's get going because we're meeting somebody down there and he'll be waiting. Right, well, we've arrived and we are heading down this way. It's going to be a bit slippery, hopefully not too slippery, because the trouble when it's wet like this, it makes these black rocks get really slidey. We've made it down. I'm going to start putting the wheels down in a second. and hopefully there'll be some spider crabs. I know they're on the east coast quite heavily at the moment. This year they seem to have come up east. Most of the time they come up either north or west, which is on the side I'm on, but this year they seem to have moved up east, so all you folks in England should be getting a lot of spiders, I would have thought, because when they tend to come on the east they do tend to show up along the UK coast in numbers, so get your crab pots out. Right, so we're baiting up with mackerel. In fact, what we'll do is we'll start with just that whole mackerel in one for now. We'll see how it goes, because the trouble with spiders, they'll rip it to shreds so quickly. If there's lots there, you need to get a gauge of how many are there first. And you'll see that the wire is actually on the net inside. I tend to do that because years past we used to put the wires across the wheels, but what happens is when you get big spiders, they tend to sit on top, and then you bring them out of the water and they walk off. That wire holds them up, they don't go into the net properly, so this is why the wires go inside, just to prevent that from happening. It's one of those things that, you know, you'll make a wheel and you'll do that, and then you won't realise that it does that until you've lost a few crabs. And that's kind of the evolution of making crab wheels and things. So there we go. And the strings like that, you keep this fairly tight, so they don't tend to knock crabs off that. They tend to, as you pull it up, they just flop over and drop in. So there you go, ready to go. Down. Right, first lift. Are there any crabs down here or not? It's always the thing with the first lift. Have they arrived in this area? Do this wheel first. Not looking good. Nope. Fortunately, that one got smacked on the side. That's the trouble in the bait fish. That's not a good start. Just throw this one straight back out the same sort of area. Something's been on it though. Might be the velvet crabs. Velvet that way this time. So there are some here. That's good to know. Got a lot of barnacles, that one. That's a female one, chomping away on the old mackerel. Decided to, would you like a piece? There you go, see, offering you a bit of mackerel. But no, good start. It shows there's one or two here, and the tide is starting to come in, so with a bit of luck they'll move in with the tide. That's usually how it works. Just want to check if she's got eggs. Yep, she's got eggs. I don't know if you can see that in there. She's carrying eggs, so put her back. There she goes. Right, see that other piece has been ripped off. That's the trouble with the tail. We did put it in, eh? Yeah, we did. Yeah. We'll throw this out for now. See if I can go on here. A line. So we're putting a bit more bait in, and as you see, we've got the red mullet that we caught. Oh, when was that? Last autumn, winter, when we went fishing. So nothing goes to waste. We use everything. Hopefully, the crabs will come out for this. Red mullet has these magical properties for catching quite often. I think I need to fix my wheel because it's kind of broken. Oops.
Another female.
There you go, you see the red mullet does the magic. Catches another one. It's funny though, they're all females here, eh? Mm-hmm. Yeah, another female. Not quite as many barnacles on this one. Again, she'll be full of eggs, yeah. But there's one or two here, there's not lots, but there's one or two. And it looks like the females are here, so all the males are on the east, all the females are on the south. I was just over this way and came across a ring. You see this sometimes, this metal ring here, somebody cemented this in. What it is they put that in, they tie a pot to it, and then the pot probably would have gone down there, but the pot, that's not the best place for a pot when you see it at low tide. It's not. It's quite an exposed area. It's also when the storms come in, they blast their way in. It's like a gun barrel kind of thing with the water, the way it comes in and gets compressed. And then you'll see there, that's probably the rope from the pot, where the pot was probably flung over the top of the rocks in a storm. So although this does work, you've got to know where to put your pots. When we used to do it years ago, we used to take a pot and we'd just throw the pot in with a rope with a little float on it, and then we'd come down with a big hook and just throw the hook in to hook the pot out. That way you avoid thieves and that as well, who would come down and just lift your pot if they saw the rope. And we always got it back, we never lost it, so it worked really well. Right, we're going to have to go and check these wheels again. Well, we're not doing that well, there's not a lot down here, as you've already seen. Got a couple of crabs, but it's the way it is. Like I say, they vary where they end up. This year a lot of them have gone down east, down the east side of the island, I know. And even at the west where we had the pots, we've had some, but we're not doing great. We haven't done great yet. I mean, we haven't got out, obviously. You can see today, I don't know if you can see out there, probably not, but it was really rough. The reason we came down here is because the wind's coming off from that direction. It needed to get out because, like I say, there's more storms coming in the next couple of days. So it's just nice to get out and throw a few wheels out, do a bit of fishing. And hopefully, well, I know for at least a week there'll be no boating, but hopefully at some point, maybe in June, July, we'll get out. just shows that he'll leave it down there for 5 minutes. God, he's a little one, that one. That's a male one, little baby male. See, it's women and children down in this place. It's females and a little tiny male. Well, he's going to be a few years before he gets big enough. Perfect little miniature though.
Perfect example.
Right, it's another morning, early in the morning, and we are just about to shoot down to the boat. We're not going out again, obviously, because of the storms that are coming, but I've got to check on the boat once more, make sure everything's secured, because I think for the last update I heard it was going to be 60-mile-an-hour wind, so it seems to be creeping up. But yeah, I just want to make sure everything's tied down and there's no water in the boat, that kind of thing. So we better get a move on. Right. First, we're going to check the dinghy, because I know that there's it's got a flat tyre at the moment. I need to sort that out. I should have done that the other day actually, but I've got some stuff that goes into the tyre which will fix that. It's like what the military use when they get punctures, kind of thing, stop bullets deflating the tyres. But it's only a small leak, but it's a pain in the ass because it goes down over time, obviously. Right, let's have a look. Now, actually, it doesn't look bad out there at all. But don't be deceived, it's the calm before the storm. I mean, I could have got out there today, actually, in the dinghy, not in the big boat, because the big boat, I can't leave it out, because we can't take the risk of putting it out and bringing it back in when the weather's sketchy like this. So yeah, at the moment the wind's coming from behind the cliffs, so it's keeping it calm, but when you get out there, you feel it. Even though it looks not bad. Oh look, seagull's left its trademark already. I knew that was going to happen. I actually said that to somebody the other day. I'm going to have the seagull on top of the boat sitting there. Look at the mess they made. So we got a little bit of water in there. That's to be expected. I haven't been here for a while. Okay, we are good. Everything is set. Tell you what, that oxidisation didn't take long to come back, crikey. That's the side that's always facing the sun, usually. Well, it is at the moment, because we're not going anywhere and it's just sitting there on this mooring. Rain's about to start as well. You can feel it coming. Let's have a quick mooch under the stones here. See if there's any crabs or anything. I noticed the crab population has been vanishing in the last few years. Like the green crab. You used to be able to lift these rocks and you'd have hundreds of them running out. There's one there that's peeled. Look, you can see it's cast off. But it is the time, you see. It is that time of year. He's probably lurking under here. Not a good time to peel just before a storm. Not unless you're a bass. He's going to come in, find him, and have a meal. But yeah, when you pull the rocks over, like I say, you used to see thousands of crabs under these stones all around here, but you just don't see them anymore. Oh, there's some there. There's two there, or unless it's one, which I know. That's two. But that back. Right, I'm going to head up. Like I say, it's starting to rain. This is the beginnings of it. The storm apparently is moving in a bit earlier than what they predicted. So. Make sure we're clear of rocks here. Just stop the boat banging on it. Welcome to sunny Guernsey. This is about it for ourselves. Oh, we get a few nice days, but sometimes you just get tired of this weather all the time. So we're all set for the storm, we hope. And now another nervous wait. Coming.